Greetings. Just here at Gold Bluffs Beach, Northern California. Take a quick look at a handy-to-know beach forage. It's called verbena. And it grows just about all over the place. It has these interesting little round leaves. You can kind of see poking out here. And the leaves aren't really what we're too interested in. What we're interested in here as a sort of forage or possible food of last resort, as some people might say, is the root. And we got lucky over here and got a bunch washed up. There's some over here, but there's a good chunk right here we're going to take a look at, and we'll show you what it's all about. Just got really lucky here. There's a whole bunch that washed up. Normally this is all going to be underground and you're not going to be able to see it. You have to dig it up, and we don't really want you digging up food out here unless you're just absolutely starving. But what we're going to do is kind of try to show you here with our knife. You just cut it right open, and if you want, you can go ahead and get rid of that, all the rind there. And what you're looking for is this inner part, and it's rather crisp, and it's sort of a celery, maybe a little radishy flavor. You can eat it raw, a little crunchy, fresh, wet. It's kind of nice when you need a little something to munch on, but probably better if you're gonna use it to go ahead and just cook it right up. Maybe bake it. That is a good way to get the starches to soften up. Or you could even boil it and turn it into sort of a paste or a stew, thickener, that sort of thing, like with any starch or root tuber, kind of root. That's a pretty handy little plant to know. Again, it grows all over the place. It grows in sandy places, not just at the beach. There's desert verbenas along with the beach verbenas. And we can't really see any right now, but normally they'd have these sort of cone or ball-shaped yellow, red, purple, or white little flowers sort of in a little ball. But a good way to pick it out is by its leathery, round little leaves here that are sort of almost heart-shaped. But if you're absolutely starving or like to supplement your diet with some natural starches, some natural foods, nothing store-bought or pre-processed, that's not a bad one to know. Always make sure you forage and gather in a responsible and sustainable manner. Make sure you also forage very carefully. You don't want to be foraging or picking any wild herbs from, say, like a nasty roadside where motor oil's been washing down in for the last 50 years, or perhaps an industrial waste site. But out here on Gold Bluffs Beach, pretty unlikely to give you any problems. A lot of flushing going on, a lot of rain. But it's not a bad one to know, and we thank you so much for joining us at Gold Bluffs Beach to talk about verbena.